All right, guys. So my name is Eric Forner. This is my business partner, Anthony R. Fine, and we are joining you today to talk about your daily schedules. You guys are, I know a lot of people are struggling through their daily schedules. It's brought up a lot in pretty much every Facebook group I'm in. As far as Anthony, same thing. Questions come up on TikTok. They don't know. People don't know what to do when they say you need to work on your business for 2 hours or 3 hours a day. But yeah, what does that entail? What does that exactly mean? And so today we're going to be discussing that in entirety, give you guys a pretty much a line on what to do day to day and how to actually map this out. So if you're catching this on the live, put hashtag live inside of the chat. And we'll be sure to make sure we recognize you. And if you're on this on replay, put hashtag replay. And if you're wanting to ask questions, it's important to make sure you click on the link above this video that says facebook.com/ or StreamYard.com/Facebook, and make sure you just register your name so we can actually see the person that's leaving the comments or your name. Other than that, Anthony, I'll go ahead and let you introduce yourself to the audience. And, if there's anybody out that doesn't know Anthony, he's my business partner. So go ahead, Anthony. Introduce yourself, brother.
Awesome, man. Thanks for this opportunity. So yeah, Eric and I have been working together for about the past 2 months. Both of us have came from the same mentorship program. And honestly, Eric has blown me away since the very first day that I met him. So we decided to join teams. His power of marketing, my power of personal branding, and we put it together to give you the ultimate duo of not only growing your TikTok, but also growing a profitable online business. And honestly, we've helped so many students so far just within the past month, and we've helped quite a few people make well over $1,000, multiple people. But yeah, Eric is the man, and we brought you this awesome free training today, and we hope that we blow you away with this training.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comments. If you guys have anything that's, on your mind or whatever, we're going to get to the end for the Q&A. But for the most part, we're going to do a run through on this here, explain it as best as possible. And if you're confused at any point, you can go ahead and drop a comment, or you can just, drop value or whatever it is that you guys see along the way. All right. If you guys say this is crap, then say it's crap. Whatever the case may be, we're open to all suggestions on our content. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this underway. All right, guys. So this is crafting your daily schedule to maximize profit. Now, what that means is, and what you're told is, you only need to put in 2 hours, maybe 3 hours per day to run your online business. Well, that is not the case. Okay. Yes, it is 2 to 3 hours a day, but it's not the case on, they don't give you direction. Okay. Let's give you some direction in your business today so you can actually have something mapped out. You might have an epiphany moment today and be like, man, that sounds so simple. I can actually implement that in my 9 to 5 schedule, or my 10 to 2, or my 6 to 6, or my 5 to whatever your schedule is, right? When you're working a schedule and you have a really busy life, kids, working, you really want to build your business. So let's map it out for all of you guys. All right. So mapping out your week. Okay. So I go ahead and let Anthony, talk on this and talk about the topics, and then we'll run through slide by slide like that, brother.
Yeah, so basically mapping out what you do for the week. So we all have our own schedules. We all have our own times. Not all of us work at 9 to 5. I used to work at 8 to 10 back 2 hours 2 years ago, basically. So yeah, we all have our own schedules going on. So what we want to do is we want to map out our entire week. We want to put when we wake up, when we go to work, when we commute, when we take a break. If you list all of these things out, it's going to allow you to figure out what time throughout the day you actually have to put towards your business. So if you tell us right now that you actually don't have any time, the fact that you're watching this live right now shows that you do have some time throughout the day to at least not only watch some videos and implement the training, but also take action in your business and take it to the next level. So yeah, just map out your business, put when you wake up, when you go to work, when you commute, when you take a break, everything. And I'm saying everything. When you shower, when you come home, when you take your relaxing time, every single thing. And on the next slide, we have a little image of basically like a list of things that you have mapped out throughout the day. Yeah, so right here we have the daily schedule. So on the left side, we have like 6 a.m. all the way down to 1 o'clock. We couldn't fit everything on one page right here. But yeah, so like this is how your daily schedule is going to look. It's going to look how when you wake up and then when you shower and eat and commute and everything like that. You also have notes throughout the day. Maybe you have a doctor's appointment the day of. Maybe you have a dentist appointment. Maybe you have a certain reminder or something coming up. And then on the right side, we also have the to-do list. Now on the to-do list, this is where you're going to have like the must-dos every single day. So obviously you're going to have to go to work. You're going to have to commute. You're going to have to do certain things throughout the day. And that stuff you just cannot change. What we want to do is figure out everything throughout your day that you can change, that you can get rid of, that you can replace and get rid of all those useless things to make it more productive throughout the day.
100%. And I'm gonna go back real quick on this. So when you guys are making your list of what your day looks like right now, I want you guys to write everything. If it's I go to the gas station to get a coffee, I go to and I watch, I on the way to the work I go get a coffee, and then at lunch I go to the taco truck. When I get home, I watch a movie with my wife, I have a glass of wine. Whatever it is, what we want to do is we want to look at what's priority in your life, what's going to actually move the needle, and what we can actually take away to actually implement these tools for your success. All right, I just want to touch on that real quick. All right, go ahead, Anthony.
All right, yeah, so right here we have the Google Calendar. So now this is like a digital calendar that you basically just have on Google. Not only has this helped me to time block throughout the day, and basically what time block means is that you block out certain times throughout the day and keep it only to that one specific task. So if I want to block out the hour from 12 to 1 and keep that to only content creation, I'm going to do strictly content creation within that time period and get as many videos done. If I only get one video done, so be it. At least I blocked out that time. If I get 5, awesome. But as I go along, as I get more practice, I'm going to get better and better and then knock out videos within like 15 seconds. So within that hour, I can go from making 1 video to 5 videos to even probably 10 videos as I get more practice with this. Now, right here, you can see that this is our actual calendar. So you can see it's booked out with tasks throughout the day. We also get reminders on what's coming up. So the day before, we're able to plan out our next day and look at our top 3 tasks to complete. Once we take those top 3 tasks, as long as we complete those top 3 tasks that very next day, we're moving the needle in our business, but also just improving our productivity in life. So this doesn't have to be necessarily all business related. It could also be productivity in your life, whether you got to do chores, whether you have to complete different things, or even if you just want to work your regular job, your full-time job, and you want to increase your productivity, this is an amazing way to do so.
100%. Absolutely. And so just prioritizing your time is so detrimental. And that's literally what we're going to line you out with. It's just 3-hour schedule, 180 minutes. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, man, Anthony, that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of tasks. I don't know how to fill those spaces. Well, that's what we're going to give you today is how to fill those spaces, what to do in that 180 minutes, and actually how to maximize your time. So when you're sitting down at your computer, you're actually doing money-driven tasks.
So right here on this page, so at this part, we're expecting that you do have your schedule mapped out, right? Now, obviously, you're not going to have anything mapped out right now, but this is a process you can do within the next few hours or the next week, whenever you get a chance. So once you map out your schedule based on how it currently is, this is now where we're going to figure out where can we fit those 3 hours into the day. So you can fit those 3 hours, whether it's during your lunch break, you can have a 30-minute lunch break or an hour lunch break. So while you're there snacking on your food, or maybe you just want to skip lunch in general, you at least have 30 minutes to an hour in the middle of the day to at least do some implementing. So that's 1 out of 3 hours already. Now you can find the other 2 hours either waking up earlier or sleeping an hour later. This is actually what Eric did. Eric used to work 12 hours at his construction job, and he was able to implement these things, and he made, I believe, well over $30K while still working a 12-hour job, which is absolutely insane. You can also cut out Netflix and other useless activities that you have throughout the day, whether that's binging content, whether that's just doing random stuff, anything that's useless that wouldn't really be necessary towards productivity in your life or productivity towards your business. And if all else fails, you can still multitask throughout the day. So as I mentioned earlier, like say you're driving something. You could probably just make a quick 15-second video while you're driving. Say if you're at like a stoplight or right before you're about to start driving, you just sit in your car and you don't start the car until you make a 15-second video and post it. Different things like this, but these are the type. Oh yeah, you gonna say something?
No. I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh, got you. Yeah, well, these are the type of things that is definitely going to move the needle in your business. And you might be thinking right now, well, that sounds a little bizarre. Why would I go through all this work? Why would I wake up an hour earlier? Why would I sleep an hour later? Well, if you really want to escape that 9-to-5 lifestyle, get rid of all these stupid, useless tasks that you do throughout the day for either your boss or anything else, and you truly want to build an online business, these are the type of things that you would have to sacrifice for a short amount of time. Now, I did these things while I was in college full time, right? I spent my last semester building my online business. Within 3 months, I made well over $10,000. Same thing with Eric. Eric did this as well. As I mentioned earlier, he made 30K while working a 12-hour job. So it's definitely possible. You just got to make sure that your mindset's in the right place and you're actually determined to see success.
Absolutely. And so when you are at work scrolling on your phone, we're going to utilize that time, right? Because we do that on lunch breaks. We do that at stoplights, whatever it is. We're going to use that as our content ideas so we can fill this calendar, fill this schedule with you guys, right? We're going to show you the tasks that I actually went through and Anthony as well, ranging from, your morning routine all the way to your schedule. So make sure you guys are staying tuned. If you guys are finding value right now, would you guys put #value in the comments? Because it truly is going to get deeper. It's going to get more, I guess you're going to be able to see it a lot more clearer as we move forward. So be sure to drop #value, #crap, whatever it may be. Please engage because we are going to be coming up with some powerful stuff. So be sure to stick around to the end. All right. We have some must-dos each and every day. Okay. We need to have basically an arsenal of content. We have to have ideas when we're sitting at our lunch break and we want to do a TikTok, or we need to come up with a content idea early in the morning, right? So we need to find a way to come up with content ideas if our brain is not in content mode, right? If our content juices are not flowing, we need to find ways to actually incorporate that, right? So what I've done was I'm going to show you guys. I'm actually going to share my screen to my phone on TikTok. So we're going to do some basic market research, and it's only about 30 minutes. Now, this 30 minutes of market research can help you find content literally for the next couple days. All right, as you're starting to beginning to do this, now you might just find content for that day, but that 30 minutes of time on TikTok doing these certain tasks I'm going to show you will help you find content to produce each and every day. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right. So what we're looking at here, let me see if I can get this to go a different color. No, it's not. Can you see that good, Anthony?
Yeah.
All right. So what we're looking at right here is my TikTok. Now we're going to go to the For You page. All right. Now you guys are going to hear TikTok going off. I'm going to turn my phone down as low as possible. But for the most part, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do. So we're going to go to the home page.
I cannot wait.
Let me go over here real quick.
High ticket business owner.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is my goal is on the For You page, as you guys can see up here in the top, I'm on the For You section. So I'm going to scroll for, say, 10 scrolls. Okay, now this is when I wake up in the morning. This is when I'm having my coffee. This is something I'm going to be doing early in the morning or beginning of my day or beginning of my work schedule or beginning of my work week. Doesn't matter, each day. So I'm going to scroll TikTok for about 10 minutes or so. I'm going to find all kinds of content ideas. But what I'm looking for are specific sounds that people use or specific trends that like people use, right? TikTok is a virality type of platform. 100% it is. And if we can take, say, a viral sound or something like that and attach it to our message or our value that we're delivering, it's gonna go a lot farther. So TikTok shows you what's going viral. Okay, if you scroll TikTok just for a few minutes.
Bad day in the wild.
Let me turn this down a little bit. That's jamming. So we'll go ahead and scroll TikTok for a few minutes.
Struggling with low views on TikTok?
Met a girl.
And we're looking for sounds.
I found a site. I'm back.
So one common myth.
Have you ever tried?
And this is literally how fast I go.
The information.
She's a pretty hot marketer, not hot like that, but she's good at marketing. We're going to go to her and we're going to go look for sounds that she's using, right? This one was posted on A25, so it's about a month old. We don't really want to typically use that. So if you see a marketer that is really good at marketing, you can literally stop on one of their videos and then see what videos they have with that, or if there's any videos that has came out in the last 10 days. A viral video will stay viral for about 10 days typically, okay? Sometimes they'll come back up if the song becomes re-popular, but for the most part, we're searching for certain sounds and tunes or certain.
Who wants?
I'm talking this one.
Want to be?
Okay, I'm not going to waste too much time on this, but if you guys literally sit there and go on your For You page and scroll there for about 10 minutes, you're going to find content that is similar through the sounds, or you're going to find a person that's in your niche that has, you know, viral content that goes out all the time. Look at that video, go into their video description and see what they have going on. So if you're trying to search for hashtags, right? So this is how I do my market research in the morning. If you're looking for, say, hashtags, we're going to go into the search bar on the top. Now we're going to put in, say, if we're looking for affiliate marketing, or we're going to say fitness comedy, or we can go fitness consulting or small business from home. So we'll just search small business. And then go search. Now that we have the search up
Here's how
there,
I make money with Amazon working.
we're going to
from home
scroll to the left
4 hours a week.
and we're going to click on hashtags. Now, these hashtags are going to be arranged from the most used, right? Or the most trending at the time, right? So we got small business from home. We have this one right here, small business from home, spelled maybe a different way. Small _ business _ home, 56,000 views. Small business, small home business, small business home, right? You got this, you got to guys get the idea. So these are hashtags that people in the 100K, we want to keep it in the 100K range if possible, right? 500K, 700K, utilize these hashtags. They will help you find the traction. So this is part of your market research on your hashtags. Okay. Now, when you're doing your market research, hang on real quick. Now, when you're doing your market research, we always have to think about a few things, like what's going viral, okay? What kind of hooks are really prominent, and what kind of creators are actually putting it out. Now, is it content that's going to be like value driven? Because you got to think about your position on TikTok. No, you got to think about, is it value driven, or is it going to be people that are going to do clickbait material, right? So when you're doing your market research, take note of this content, and you literally can save the song, take a screenshot of that specific video if it gives you inspiration, and then save it in your drafts, right? So your song's gonna be in your drafts, and your video is gonna be, or the picture of the idea is gonna be on the front of the phone. So these are how to get you ideas. It helps you with your market research each and every day. All right, I don't want to go too long into market research because it's actually a whole long topic, and I can get really deep into it, but either way. So we want to build content for 45 minutes. After we do our market research for 30 minutes, scrolling TikTok, going on the For You page, finding out what's prevalent, find out what's being talked about. Then we want to build content for 45 minutes. Now, this is based on a 3-hour time period. We can take an hour and a half in the morning, an hour and a half at night, which we'll discuss. So after you build your content for 45 minutes, now this can be broken up literally, as Anthony was saying, in your car, on lunch break, right? When you're having your coffee. Anytime you guys can think of when you can have a 5 or 10 minute break just to shoot a video, or even if you shot a video, actually go in and edit that video. All right. So review your trainings, right? 30 minutes. If you're going through any kind of trainings right now, if you're going through any kind of content, if you have any action plans, if you're working with a mentor, if you bought into some blueprints and you're stuck and struggling, right? You're searching on YouTube. Don't stay on YouTube as much as you think you should, right? You're going to go down more rabbit holes. focus on the content that you're learning, right? Implement it each and every day, right? Review your training, you learn it, you go implement it and teach it, right? What that's going to do is it's going to create this momentum of learning and actually internalizing what you're learning to incorporate and teach other people. All right. And then implement training, 30 minutes. Now that comes into building content. That comes into, implementing what you're learning on that chapter. If you need to pause the chapter of the video or pause that video and implement a TikTok video to give you an idea right then and there, that's what you do, right? You need to implement it as you go on the fly whenever you have an opportunity, okay? Whenever you're inspired by an idea and you think it might be stupid because it won't inspire anybody else, you're dead wrong. If it inspired you, it's going to inspire millions.
Yeah, I just wanted to add one more thing onto that as well. When it comes to implementing your training, even if you're just watching this one training right now, right? The biggest thing that both Eric and I have seen throughout our experience with working with others, as well as us being students to other people, is that many people will watch a training video or go through the training, but just not implement. Implementing is the number one thing to actually move the needle, whether it's in your business or in your life, whatever it is. So just make sure you're implementing what you learn and you do it immediately, because as time goes on, you're going to forget the details that you learned throughout the day. You're also going to forget to even do that task. So as soon as you finish up those 30 minutes of reviewing your training, go ahead and spend the next 30 minutes right after implementing that training right away.
100%, brother. Sorry, it went dead over there on that side. Absolutely, Anthony. Implementation is 100%. 100%. All right, and then go live, right? Sending out emails and DMs. Let me see here. I kind of skipped one, didn't I? No, you kind of got onto it. All right. So, and then going live for 30 minutes. Going live actually puts yourself out there. It helps you break down these barriers, these walls that you may have. If you have this fear of going live, or if you have a fear of going on camera, that's exactly what you should do. Now, when you go live, you engage with your audience a lot more. You can actually ask questions and build content ideas by asking questions or by people's complaints or people's wins, people's losses, right? Whatever their pain points are. When you go live, you're going to engage with your audience, and they're going to you're going to be able to connect and relate, right? It's so much more powerful. You have anything to add on that, Anthony?
No, actually, you hit everything about the whole part about being live. It just gets you out there and also gets you out of your comfort zone, builds that confidence throughout the day. Now, if you're staying in your comfort zone, you're just going to stay stagnant. So make sure you're getting out of your comfort zone. We both remember the first time we ever pressed record, and trust me, it was very frightening. But if we didn't do that, we wouldn't be where we're at right now. And honestly, just getting out of your comfort zone is more rewarding than embarrassing in a way.
100%. All right. So let us know more about what you guys do. Everybody that's on this live over here on TikTok. If you guys are over on TikTok, sorry about it, live canceling, but if you're over on TikTok, go to the Facebook group, check us out. But what do you guys do for work right now? Are you into mining? Are you into the frontline workers, law enforcement, whatever it may be? Are you struggling to make money online right now? Are you trying to figure this out? And then how many hours a day are you working currently, right? Let's figure out your schedule, right? Let's work with you and see if we can help you out with actually moving the needle. Now, do you have time to spend with your family and loved ones? That's the question you got to ask yourself as well, right? During this time you're trying to build your online business, it's taking away, right? There's something that has to sacrifice, right? But we want to make sure that you are spending the time with your loved ones and your family, because that's what it's all about, getting that time and freedom back. So, if there's you guys are out there that are, told that it's going to take you 2 hours a day and you're actually working on your business 8 and not getting nowhere, you're spinning your wheels, you have all these pieces of the puzzle you can't put back together, we completely understand, right? We're in the business of helping people making money online. We're in the business of helping people change their lives, 100%. All right. So if you guys if you guys like this training, if you guys found value in this training, this is just a short, synapse, a 40,000 foot view of the scheduling process, right? There's a lot more entail to it. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of strategy to, move the needle, I guess you could say. So if you guys like this training, please drop value in there. If you guys, whatever you guys put in the chat is going to help us build stronger trainings, right? So if there's anything you guys have questions on, for sure, drop it in the comments. And if you guys are catching this on the live, drop hashtag live. On the replay, hashtag replay. All right. So, Anthony, I'll let you talk about this here.
Yeah, so this whole training right now, it was a very small training, I would say, and it's literally just the splinter in the wood for what's to come, right? We want to drop a ton more free training out for you guys. So much free training that it might even just overwhelm you from what we have. We already have a ton of training in the Facebook group right now. For those that are watching on Facebook right now, if you haven't checked out yet, check out the guide section. For those of you watching on TikTok right now, on any one of our accounts, feel free to join our free Facebook group. A ton of value in there. Now, the best way to actually bring you even more free training and make it the best training as possible, we actually have this survey right now in our Facebook group. Now, this survey is going to allow you to submit any of your burning questions that you have, whether it's in your business or even just starting your business. The type of questions that nobody else would answer for you. The type of questions that you would post in a Facebook group and have to wait a week just to get it answered. Or the type of questions where you would expect an answer to, but they say, yeah, I'm going to charge you X, Y, and Z just to get that answer. No, this is going to be a completely free training where we answer all your questions. And this is going to be an exclusive training where we're going to invite only those who answer this survey. So I believe we have quite a few responses already. So all those people who had already answered the survey is going to get access to this training. Those of you that did not answer this training will not get access. So just make sure you head over to our Facebook group right now, Passive Income Blueprints with Eric Forner and Anthony Arfine. And then you'll be able to check out the featured tab where it's going to have our posts. It's the very first post that talks about free training. Then you see a link right under. Oh, awesome. You're going to pull that up?
Yeah, they should have went away. So let me grab that.
Gotcha. Well, yeah. So that survey right there is going to allow us to answer whatever you have, because it's going to allow us to log it and track it and make training all around it.
So let me scroll here real quick. So right here, you guys notice on top of the Facebook page, right here, you'll notice in the pinned area where it's featured, go and click on that post, and you will find the opportunity to fill out this questionnaire. Please fill it out. Now, it's going to give us the best data to actually build a program that has it's going to be more capable of giving you more value than a $2,500 upsell in Blueprint. It's going to walk you and give you enough steps to actually have an online business built in less than 12 days. You're going to have full understanding, part of a community that's going to have a lot more support and a lot more opportunity for growth. So please go up here. If you guys are on TikTok, we have 6 people over there. Please go to the Facebook group, Passive Income Blueprints. We really want you guys to fill this out so it can help us build the best training for you possible. Absolutely, 100%. But yeah, other than that, Anthony, it was good, brother. You know, that was just a splinter of the wood, I guess you could say. Now, when you come down to your morning routine, now it's going to take some discipline. I want to talk to you guys about this. I'm going to throw a little bit of extra stuff in there real quick. But when you're talking about your morning routine and how to mentally prepare yourself for this, because your business, I've said this before, your business or your mindset is your business from the time you put your feet on the floor each and every day, right? So we have to prepare ourselves. And even if that's doing some positive affirmations in the mirror, right? Eating healthier, right? Reading at least 10 to 15 minutes in a book each day. You know, that's going to stimulate the mind. Your brain is a muscle, and the more you train it, the stronger it gets, hands down. So there's different things you could do throughout your day to prepare yourself when you get up an hour early or an hour and a half early to work on your business, or 45 minutes or whatever it is. Start early. Start getting up and then doing maybe 15 to 20 jumping jacks to get your heart rate rolling right away. Drink a lukewarm glass of water, right? Just down it, because your body needs that rehydration through the night. Do these simple things. I even go to the limits of taking a cold shower. You guys could start with warm and then actually turn it to cold at the end. It's going to shock the body. You're going to feel like $1,000,000 and you don't need coffee. There's little things like you can do like this to implement in your life to prepare you. And if you're having a problem with this scheduling and having a problem with stuff like that, please reach out to us. Please answer the questionnaire. You guys are in this Facebook group for a reason. Use your voices. A closed mouth does not get fed.
That was well said, Eric. And, you know, as you were mentioning before, you got to make sure you have that discipline. Like, throughout the day, some of us, even us back then, Eric, right, a couple of years ago, anytime our boss or professor or whoever was the authority figure to us, whenever they told us to do a task and we didn't hate it, we still had to complete it either way. So we just got to think about it the same way. If it seems tedious now, but you know it's going to pay off in the future, you might as well just do the work now, because if your boss or professor or somebody else told you to do it, you know damn well you're going to complete that task. Otherwise, you're going to get fired or fail a class.
Absolutely. And so, so we have a lot of comments over here. We're going to walk through real quick. But it says the user, but it won't show your name. So above this live feed, there'll be Facebook or StreamYard.com/Facebook, and that's nothing to do with us. It's just to make sure that you're allowing allowing StreamYard to put your icon and name inside of our stream over here. But either way, we have a lot of people saying great value, gentlemen, value plus. Then we have a user saying an office manager, and they work 10 hours per day, 5 days a week. I spend as much time on the weekends with my family. Right. So with that being said, there's things that we can help you with. And so, if we need to sacrifice a little bit during the weekday, because I've done 10 hours a day as well for quite a few months before I was able to quit my job. So with that being said, we have a strategic plan for you. If you're an office manager now, you're gonna fit right in line with what we have going on. You don't have to have technical skills. You don't have to have any prior experience. Truly, I was 41 years old. I was a construction worker, and I barely graduated high school. Right? I didn't even have a TikTok. So with that being said, I started on TikTok. I started basically applying myself and applying a strategy with a routine. And I was able to scale very fast because I just done it each day in, day out. 1%. That's all we ask of you. Improve yourself 1% each day, and you'll move mountains by the end of the year. Let me see here. We have weekend with family. Yeah, it's a little bit of sacrifice now, 100%, to reap the rewards in the future, right? So you don't have to do anything on the weekends, and you have certain business hours and all those different things. But we can definitely show you a 10K per month plan.
Definitely. You can definitely put that together.
All right. So heading to dinner with the fam, watching it on replay. Perfect. I'm not sure who that was because it says Facebook user, but keep crushing it. Enjoy your dinner. Work 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. 5 days a week, Facebook user says. So with that being said, it's definitely a schedule we can work around and work with. We have most of our students inside of our mastermind have jobs, 9 to 5s, right? And we have a great community there where we meet 3 times a week, and it's a great community. So to get access to that, to get more information about what we do, it's a lifetime program. Nobody gets left hanging. It's different than anybody else out there, right? We literally been into every program, purchased every program, literally, and found out what's in them and made ours the best in a sense where there's one-on-one help. So with that being said, if there's any more questions, we got Carla right here. Hey, Carla, 50-year-old construction trash. And then working 7:30 to 4, not a problem. What we have here, 50-year-olds in construction trash. So if we want to get you out of that, that grind, it's going to take some work. We're not saying it's going to be easy. We're going to show you a strategy based on 3 hours a day. And as you grow in your business, you start hitting those 10K months, your time in your business is going to increase. Anybody that says differently, they're lying. If you're making 100K a year and you're striving to get higher, you're trying to scale higher, you're going to be putting in a little bit more hours, right? But either way, we can make it happen for you, my man. Great value coming in from Ladani Vander Western. I hope I didn't chop that up, but thank you very much for going to the StreamYard and checking it out. Carla, thank you very much, everybody. You have anything to take us out, brother?
Well, honestly, just as we mentioned earlier, right, throughout your training, as long as you watch the training and then implement the training right after, that's going to be the number one thing to be moving needles in your business. So we have been live for about 35 minutes now, it says. So anybody who's watching this live right now or watching the replay, go back to the beginning, take a few notes, plan out your schedule, and then see where throughout the day you're able to fit at least 3 hours whether that's waking up an hour earlier, sleeping an hour later, or even just spending your 1 hour lunch break, right? That might be the simplest way to do it. Even if you can't have an entire hour within one time period, break that up, like Eric said, break it up into 30 minutes or 15 minutes throughout the day to complete different tasks. That's going to be the number one thing to first get you started, and then it's going to allow you to have more time, because then you're going to start working part-time as you start making more money online, and then soon you won't even be working full-time. You'll just be full-time online rather than full-time in person at a job or at a construction site or wherever else you guys are working right now.
Yeah, and also I'm going to add to that, just last thing is also write down all of the things that you could remove from your life. That's not going to move the needle, right? You have assets and you have liabilities, right? What's going to move the needle in my business? If you're thinking about, hey, man, I really need some mentorship, but I can't afford it. Well, I couldn't either at one point, one time. And I don't know why I brought that up, because the reason why I brought that up is because there's sacrifices in your life that you're going to have to sacrifice. If you want something, you'll find ways to get it. And making this list is going to make it a door. It's going to help you open a door to realize how to get it. When you start taking these things away, you may start exercising a little bit more, the 10 jumping jacks in the morning to get the heart rate going, whatever it is. Start implementing something different in your life. If it hurts and is painful to do, then do more of it, man, because that's what moves the needle. All right, guys. Other than that, you guys have a blessed weekend. Happy Friday. We plan on going live every week from this point forward for the most part, maybe some more times often than that. I will be live on TikTok, and so will Anthony, but catch us on the replay like he said. You guys have a blessed weekend. I will see you guys later.
Training over here in the guide section.